All right, let's keep going with our factoring examples. And notice I have a plus minus sign pattern again. So I know that a plus minus is going to factor into a plus minus. And your x squared, you can go ahead and break that apart into an x and an x. And then you're going to take your 12 and list the factors. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. And that plus minus means those are going to be the signs that are going to go on these numbers. Since these are different, I'm going to take the difference between my factors. 11, because 12 minus 1, 6, minus 2, 4 minus 3. My middle term is a 1. Here's a 1, so I'm going to use my 3 and my 4. Now, it matters where I put the 3 and where I put the 4 because the signs are different. The bigger factor, the 4, goes with the sign of the middle term, which is a plus. So here's the 4, and here's the 3. And remember that you can FOIL to check your answer. All right, so now this minus plus is, of course, going to go to a minus and minus. Now let's take our 36. And we are going to be looking for minus minus, the same sign. So I'm going to take the sum of the factors. 1 and 36, 2 and 18. Bingo, right there. 2 and 18 is going to make 20. And it doesn't matter where the 2 goes and where the 18 goes because they're the same sign. And remember, FOIL, always FOIL to check your answer. If this is right, when you FOIL it, you should get back to here. You could do a graphing check and you could graph this guy and graph this with a thick line choice and the graph should match. All right, so this guy. So, all right, a plus and a plus. So I go x plus and I go x plus. And then, okay, so I got 5 and I say, well, 5 just has 1 and 5 and a plus, well, I should be adding my factors and getting a 6. But my middle term is a 3. So I can't find any factors that I add to get a 3. That means this cannot be factored, and when something can't be factored, we refer to it as prime. All right, now this guy, well, he's got a GCF, and his GCF, which we always want to take our GCF out first, is a 2y. And that's going to leave me with x squared minus 10x minus 24. And then just like I've done before, I'm going to take my 24 and I'm going to list my factors. Excuse me here just a minute, but that 24, oops, sorry, I'm going to get better at this video and stuff, I promise. So 24 is going to be a 1 and a 24, a 2 and a 12, a 3 and an 8, and a 4 and a 6. And my sign pattern says you're going to factor into a plus minus, so I need the difference between these guys. 23, because 24 minus 1, 12 minus 2, 8 minus 3, and 6 minus 4. And we are looking for a 10. So we're going to end up getting a 10 from this guy, the 2 and the 12. So here's my GCF, because the GCF has got to be in the original answer or I can't get back to the beginning. So I'm going to have an x plus and I'm going to have an x minus. Now I know I want to use the 2 and the 12, and the 12's the bigger factor, so he has to go with the minus sign. So my 12 is going to go here and my 2 is going to go here. And then this is going to be a little bit of a complicated check, but if I FOIL this and combine like terms, then distribute the 2y, I will get back to here. For a quicker check, you could graph this piece and you could graph this piece and match up your graphs.